Do you ever feel like it's weird that you don't know more about your therapist? Feel like you're being vulnerable, opening up, pouring out your heart? They know everything about you, all your deepest secrets, and you barely know anything about them and their life? This is a topic that comes up frequently for folks in therapy. And there's some good reasons why your therapist is not talking too much about themselves. I'm Dr. Katz, a clinical psychologist, and this is Psych Talk, where I make psychology easier to understand. A lot of people can experience therapy as oddly one-sided. You're over there on the couch sharing painful memories, relationship struggles, your deepest secrets, and your therapist is probably revealing very little about their own personal life. That can feel uncomfortable and sometimes even unfair, but there's usually a good reason for it. Therapy is designed to keep the focus on you, your emotions, your patterns, your healing. The more space that your therapist takes up in the room talking about themselves, the less space is available for you. This is about you and your struggles, not them and whatever minor stressors are happening in their own life. Also, once you know a lot about your therapist's personal life, it can change what feels safe or okay to talk about. For example, if you know that your therapist is going through a messy divorce, you might hold back about talking honestly about your own relationship. Or if you know your therapist's political views, religious affiliations, trauma histories, or personal struggles, it might unintentionally shape what you talk about and what you avoid. And for a guy like me who's psychoanalytic, this can actually be very useful. In that space of not knowing much about me, people will naturally project their expectations, fears, assumptions, and relationship patterns onto their therapist. You might fear being judged or rejected, maybe abandoned, controlled, misunderstood, and not feeling important enough. And these reactions often tell us something important about your deeper relational world, especially these relational patterns that keep showing up in other relationships. If a therapist's personal life is too present in the room, it can interfere with seeing those patterns clearly. That being said, I'm psychoanalytic, but I practice more contemporary psychoanalysis. I don't try to do the whole complete blank screen thing. Therapists aren't supposed to feel cold, robotic, or completely anonymous either. When a therapist talks about themselves, we call it self-disclosure. And this self-disclosure can sometimes be helpful if it's done right. This can be anything from sharing how a therapist is feeling in the room to sharing something about their personal life that seems relevant. Oftentimes, it can help build rapport, again, if done right. Occasionally, sharing something small and intentional can really help someone feel understood or less ashamed. As a therapist, the question I'm always asking is this going to help the client? Am I sharing this to help the client? Because therapy isn't meant to be a friendship. It's a professional relationship that's been designed around helping you understand yourself more and deeply heal. Let me know in the comments if you've ever wanted your therapist to share more or less about themselves.